Today I'm going to be showing you how to troubleshoot and fix a Synology DS1513 Plus. I purchased this unit in as-is condition on eBay, so I don't actually know what's wrong with it yet. Let's go ahead and plug it in and find out. When I press the power button, so I don't get a blue light, everything seems completely dead, but I'm hearing the power supply. It did turn on, and one of the two fans on the back is spinning. Now, someone did tamper with this unit before. When looking at the back, we'll notice that the two fans have white fins, which is not traditional for a standard Synology unit. So that's how I know that someone has been in here already before. I am noticing a little discrepancy. It says DS1522 Plus. This is definitely a 1513 Plus. First, we'll remove the shell. We have 5 screws. We'll slide it back and away. Next, we'll remove the fan assembly. We have 2 here and below. And my first step is we're going to disconnect the original power supply. I'm going to connect a known good replacement, and we're just going to rule that out, make sure that that's not the issue. I'll press power again. I'm hearing my power supply is activating. The fan on the back of my power supply is spinning, and we have one of our 2 fans is spinning. I still don't have my blue light, no alert, no status, no LAN lights. I'm going to plug in an Ethernet cable into one of the ports. See if we can get one of our LAN lights to turn on, and that does not look to be the case, but on the back we'll notice we do have a green light here. So we're getting power to the port, but it looks like our front panel is not getting any power whatsoever. So let's wait a couple minutes. If the unit boots, I will hear a beep, and it's possible that maybe just my lights on the front panel are defective, they're not working, and that's why it seems dead, because I do have my fan spinning, I can hear my power supply is active. So let's just wait a couple minutes and we'll reconvene. Okay, it's been a few minutes, I didn't get a beep, so most likely something else is going on that's defective. Okay, I'm gonna disconnect the fans, get rid of our Ethernet, and let's remove the motherboard. And before we disconnect it, we have one connector here. Wiggle that out, flip it back over. I'm gonna grab it from this side and lift it up. I have 2 connectors in this area. One of them is for the backplane and the fans. All right, let's flip this over. Wow, I think I just found it. Look at that RAM stick. It is not in at all, it's sideways. That is possibly what's wrong. Okay, let's do this. Let's try to recuperate this. Okay, so now it's lined up. Let's put it back in. Let's try rebooting immediately and see if that actually resolves our issue. That would be a very easy fix. And I'm gonna boot it with the original power supply back in. Okay, I still don't get my blue light from the power, but I know my power supply is on because my fan is spinning inside the power supply. So we'll repeat the process. We're gonna let this run for another few minutes and see if it actually initializes and boots. Man, what are the odds? Okay, it's been a few minutes, and unfortunately that did not actually resolve the issue, so something else is indeed at fault. Now I'm gonna cheat a little bit. I brought in a DS1513 Plus unit that is fully functional, and what I'm gonna do is connect the button connector to our motherboard to see if that is indeed the cause of the failure. We just have a defective front panel board, or if the issue is coming from the motherboard itself. So we'll disconnect the power supply again, fans, we'll connect our new unit in circuit. We could still use the same power supply here. Let's see. And I do have a blue light over here. So that does actually tell me that our light for the power is defective and not turning on. So that is part of our issue. That's good to know. My next step is let's remove this RAM stick. We're gonna install this one from the known good unit. We want to rule out the RAM as a potential reason for the unit not booting properly. Power on once more. Okay, we're back on. Let's wait another couple of minutes. All right, and then in the meantime, while we wait, I did connect our Ethernet cable, and now I am seeing the LAN light, and we have a status light. So the RAM was actually the issue here today in the situation. Wow, okay. So here's what I'm thinking. Obviously this unit has been worked on. These are non-standard fans. This is also a non-standard RAM stick. So possibly when the original owner was modifying or replacing the RAM stick, they didn't do a good job, didn't insert it quite right. So it got loose when they powered it on. It might have damaged or fried this stick, and that's why we ended up getting it on eBay in a as-is for parts condition. So at this point, what I'm going to do is I'm going to reinstall everything in the original unit. We'll do one last reboot with all the original parts, of course, with a new RAM stick, and see if we can still get it to run and that none of this weirdness is affecting the ability for this unit to boot. All right, everything is back together. The fans are simply not installed correctly, but that's fine. We'll press power. Fans are spinning. Okay, my blue light is blinking, and here's what I think happened. And I don't think it has anything to do with our RAM stick replacement, but I do think that when whoever put this back together, they didn't actually properly reinstall that connector that feeds through that front panel, because when I removed it, it felt a little easy, and right now when I locked it back in, I definitely had a tighter grip on it, so I think they just didn't reinstall it properly, and that's why our front panel was not lighting up. All right, I heard the unit just beeped. I'm just gonna install some SSDs in all the ports just to make sure that all of them work. So let's take a quick look. We have our status light, we have our LAN light, and then over here we can also see we have our lights for our SSDs. Now I don't have a drive in this slot, so let's do that. Make sure the light turns on. Okay, this one just turned off and that one just turned on. So I was able to confirm the unit is fully detectable on the network as well as the SSDs. That does confirm we have a successful repair. Now I know we still have a fan situation here, but I have a donor unit that I'm just gonna grab the fans on and swap them out. If you have a DS1513 Plus unit that you would like to send in for us to fix, we do offer flat rate services which come with a 1-year warranty. Those are available on our website. That I'll link in the description below. If you found the video helpful or useful, leave us a like, subscribe for more content, and thank you for watching.